Fashion Month comes to an end, the world turns their eyes, cameras and notepads to the runways of the City of Lights. Paris Fashion Week always delivers, and the Autumn-Winter 19 collections of powerhouse designers and emerging labels has not disappointed. In case you missed the big moments, don't stress, we've rounded them up for you. The runways saw a catalogue of different looks, from Valentino's romantic touches full of rose motifs and tulle gowns, to Balenciaga's tailored silhouettes and minimalist ready-to-wear designs. There was something for everyone. But there is a reason Fall 2019 is now being labelled the season of the suit, with models flaunting boss bitch suits in every shape, colour and pattern, from copious names including the likes of Louis Vuitton, Thom Browne and Chanel. Jacquemus designer Simon Port Jacquemus took the phrase less is more to heart by continuing the microbag trend in his Autumn-Winter 19 show. The real star of the show, however, was a little less obvious. In a hard-to-miss but even harder-to-see moment, models poured down the runway, balancing tiny bags on the tips of their fingers. The bags, aptly named Le Sac Chiquito, were handed out as Jacquemus's invitations to the show. And for something that is no more than 12 centimeters in length, the bags have made serious waves. We also love brands who aren't afraid to make a statement and use their big names to tackle big issues. Stella McCartney's audience, which included Oprah Winfrey, was greeted with a show heavily focused on the conversation of our environment, and in particular, saving the Lusa ecosystem in Sumatra. All the clothes from the Autumn-Winter 19 collection are sustainable, with vegan leather and faux fur, to dresses made from sustainable viscose sourced from certified forests or from vintage teas that were going to be thrown away and burned. Keeping the activist juices flowing, Christian Dior's Autumn-Winter 19 show encompassed the brand's artistic director, Grazia Chiori's vision to promote feminism. In her quest to create global conversation around femininity, Chiori continued to produce that timeless Dior look by pairing a cinched waist with a t-shirt emblazoned with feminist directives. Staying true to her theme of power to the woman, the Dior runway was also designed by 88-year-old artist Tommaso Binga, who photographed herself completely nude, bent in the shape of letters, which, when put together, spelled out one of her poems along the walls of the Musée Rodin. It's safe to say that Dior lived up to its reputation this season. Another standout show making waves was the Tommy Hilfiger runway, collaborating this season's collection with multi-hyphenate power woman Zendaya proved to be more than a success. Fusing the Americana spirit of the brand alongside major 70s vibes, this season's new collection celebrates more than just tailored denim and paisley prints, rather an important moment in fashion history. The Hilfiger runway saw not only women of colour, but powerhouse women of colour, including disco queen Grace Jones and the world's first black supermodel Pat Cleveland, alongside the young faces of today like Winnie Harlow and Jourdan Dunn. The runway was as memorable as the collection. With the recent passing of one of fashion industry's greatest talents, there was no doubt we will be seeing tributes to Karl Lagerfeld across the Paris Fashion Week calendar. Dior's audience were presented with a gift in the Kaiser's honour, a note left on each of their seats that read in both English and French, in homage to the alchemist of elegance and beauty, Karl Lagerfeld. But nothing can compare to his fairy tale finale, the Chanel Autumn-Winter 19 show, where the only Lagerfeld detail that was missing was the man himself. Set in a winter wonderland surrounded by chalets and covered in snow, the audience was greeted with a sketch on their seat, an illustration of Karl and Coco alongside the words, "The beat goes on." The runway then burst to life with Chanel and Lagerfeld favourite Cara Delevingne opening the show in a stunning full-length houndstooth coat over a checked tweed jumpsuit. The collection featured a classic Chanel look with a touch of your finest ski couture, from timeless black and white coats to colourful puffer jackets and all-white ensembles. The A-list audience, including stars like Naomi Campbell and Kristen Stewart, also donned Chanel in a tribute to their late friend. The room was filled with subtle and sweet hints of Karl, with Penelope Cruz, who made her debut on the runway, walking with a simple yet beautiful gesture to honor the designer, a single white rose. Even though the brand has lost one of its greatest leaders, Chanel lives on, and this show certainly attested to that. So there are some of our most memorable moments, shows and pieces from the final curtain call of Fashion Month Paris Fashion Week. With big collections, big shoulders, big statements and small tributes, it has come to yet another glorious end.